To all of you out there in academia, I know there are so many stressors, challenges, and demands, and there is something that we all can do to help ourselves more effectively navigate those challenges, stressors, and demands. And that is to pay attention to the resources that we need to be able to work effectively, to make progress, to reach our goals, and to experience well being along the way. We have internal and external resources that we need, and when we prioritize tapping into them, we actually make our journey easier for us. So this week in our co-working community, where we have 24 co-working sessions coming up, this week our theme is resources, and we're going to be exploring together how we can actually more effectively tap into and make use of resources to help us be more productive and have more physical and psychological well-being. So here are 4 things to consider when it comes to resources. Number 1, be mindful of the tendency we have to overuse our survival resources. Now, we do have this exquisite fight, flight, freeze, fawn system, in a sense, wired into our nervous system that is there to keep us safe in the presence of danger. And there's a tendency in the stress and the challenge we experience in academia to actually overuse our survival resources and overprotect ourselves and underutilize other resources that would actually better serve us. Number 2, be mindful of the types of resources that you actually need, like your basic needs for food, for hydration, for a safe place to sleep, work, and live, for fresh air, right? For sunshine. You also have psychological resources, and these are resources inside ourselves that we already have that we can cultivate, like wisdom, like the capacity to be kind inside ourselves, to be creative, to have a sense of meaning and connection to our values. And we need relational resources. We actually need support. We need input from other people. We need to brainstorm with them and use them as a sounding board. We need editing help. We also sometimes are having a hard time regulating our own nervous systems, and we need to borrow other people's nervous systems and co-regulate with them. We actually need to know that we're not alone, that other people can see and feel us, and that we make sense. Number 3, legitimize your need for resources. It's very easy to deny our needs, right? To deny that we're thirsty and tell ourselves we'll get a drink of water later or we'll get that food later. To believe that if we were stronger or more competent or more capable, if we had our act together, then we wouldn't need so much. And I invite you to fully legitimize your need for resources and to recognize that when you're more mindful of what you need, you're more likely to actually go out and access the resources you need so that you're able to better function and engage with your academic work. So make it a point on a regular basis. This is something we really practice in our community, is to notice how you find yourself. What version of me is here right now? And what does this version of me need, especially given what I'm trying to do right now? What internal resources, what external resources are going to help me sit down and write, focus and concentrate, sustain my attention, help me feel safer, help me feel better as I work. And number 4, resources can only help us if we are open to receiving them. Food can't nourish you if you don't eat it. Water can't hydrate you if you don't drink it. We actually have to be open to receiving. So if you, for example, have asked someone to help you with your lit review, before that meeting, take a moment to check in with yourself and open yourself to what they're going to have to say and tame some of the defensiveness or overprotection that might be there. You can decide what you are and aren't going to take in from that meeting, but we want to make sure that we're actually open before we go to the meeting. And it probably makes a difference if you've got hot tea there with you, a weighted blanket, you are playing some kind of nice music. If you intentionally open your mind, your heart, your body to receiving what those resources have to offer, so that in a sense, the resources can better make contact with you, that they provide some kind of actual or metaphorical nourishment and hydration to you. All right, everybody. It is a great honor and really privilege of my life to be one of the facilitators in this community. I'm looking forward to exploring resources with all of you. And I would love to invite those of you who've never visited the academic writer space to come and sign up. We've set up our community where anybody can sign up for a free week of membership. And in that free week, you can attend as many of our 24 2-hour Zoom writing retreats as you like. And you can also access our video library of pre-recorded retreats and other workshops that we have to offer. I hope to see as many of you as possible on Zoom, and I look forward to seeing where we go in our conversation with resources this week.